So this class is going to be a total body strengthening flow. So we're actually going to get right into it. So we're going to come onto our backs, leaving our knees bent and our feet planted on the floor. So once you get onto your backs, go ahead and pull the knees in towards the chest and wrap the arms underneath, placing the hands on the outsides of the ankles. We're going to do a few spinal rocks. So begin rocking back and forth, getting some momentum, engaging the core. And remember to breathe. Have a little fun with it. Maybe seeing that when you get up to seated, if you can pause and hold before rocking back. 2 more times. Last time. And we're going to go ahead and cross the feet at the ankles. And you're going to rock up onto the hands and knees. Mine wasn't that graceful, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and once we're on the hands and knees, place the hands so the wrists are underneath the shoulders. And step the feet back, coming into a plank. So once we're in a plank, position yourself until you feel comfortable. And then we're going to engage the core, and you're going to rock forward on the toes, pull the elbows into the sides and lower down. Press all the way back up. 2. 2 more times. 3. Last one. 4. Very good. Go ahead and give me a nice well-deserved child's pose after that. So taking and sailing the hips back towards the heels, crawling the fingertips forward. Planting the forehead on the mat. Hold for 3 breaths. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Go ahead and bring it back up. Now we're going to come onto a forearm plank this time, so lowering down onto the forearms, making sure that the elbow is underneath the shoulder, planting the hands down flat on the earth. And we're going to step it back into a plank, engage the core, pulling the belly button in towards the spine. And just go ahead and rock the hips side to side. Trying to create some heat and some warmth, warming up the body. 2 more times. Last time. Go ahead and lower the knees, taking it back again to a child's pose, crawling the fingertips forward, planting the forehead down on the mat. Holding for 2 more breaths. Last breath. All right, we're going to begin to make our way up to a tabletop position. So knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. And we're going to go ahead and tuck the toes under. We're pressing through the hands and the toes. We're going to go ahead and sail the hips up and back. Hold and breathe. On the next big inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, bending the right knee. Go ahead and let that foot fall back behind, allowing for a deeper stretch through the hip. Inhale, re-extend the leg. We're going to go ahead and do a couple toe taps. So as you exhale, pulling the belly button in towards the spine, tap the toe up towards wrist, and then go ahead and extend. Exhale, tap, inhale, extend. Last one on the side. Exhale, tap, inhale, extend. Exhale, release. Holding that downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal out the feet nice and slow. Nice big inhale, left leg rises this time. Exhale, we're going to go ahead and tap. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap. Inhale, extend. And then exhale, tap. And because we did not stretch the hip out extra nicely this side, we're going to go ahead and allow that foot to fall back behind. Exhale, release, allowing the left foot down to meet the right. Go ahead and bring the knees down nice and gently. Toes meet. Sail it back, child's pose. Crawl the fingertips forward. Allowing the chest to go deeper into the child's pose. Recentering with your breath. Begin to make your way back up to that tabletop position. We're going to go ahead and tuck those toes under. Sail the hips back. Nice big inhale, right leg rises. As you exhale, you're going to bring that right knee in towards the chest and plant the foot in between the hands. Pressing through that front foot, we're going to engage your core. Rise, high lunge. Pressing those hips towards the wall in front of us. Exhale, you're going to tilt the hips forward slightly. Keep that belly button pulled in towards the spine. Keeping that core engaged. Inhale, press through. Reaching those arms back towards the wall behind you. Really lengthening through the spine. Exhale, release, bringing the hands back to meet the earth. Send it back, downward facing dog. Nice big inhale, left leg rises. As you exhale, pulling that knee in towards the chest, and then placing the foot in between the hands. Coming into our high lunge over on the left. Press down and through, and lift. Hold and breathe. Remember to press those hips forward to the top of the mat. Pulling the belly back in towards the spine. Go ahead and tilt forward from the hips. Hold. It's okay if you feel a little bit wobbly. Means the leg is doing the work it's supposed to be doing. Nice big inhale. Lengthen through the spine. Bring the arms back towards the back of the mat. Coming into our slight back bend. Hold and breathe. Exhale, release. Planting the hands back on the earth, stepping the foot back. Downward facing dog. Really focusing on driving the Heels down towards the mat and the hips back towards the back of the room. And gently bring the knees back down. We're going to swing our legs around, coming seated on our bottoms. So once we are seated on our bottoms, we're going to go ahead and come into boat pose. So bending the legs and pulling the thighs in towards your chest. You can either place your hands down by your hips, or you can place them on the back of the legs. Go ahead and pull the belly button in towards the spine, pull the legs in towards the belly button. We're going to lift the legs off the mat, hold and breathe. A few more breaths here, keeping that spine nice and long. And release, bringing the feet back down to meet the mat. We're going to go ahead and extend the arms out to the sides. We're going to do a few seated toe taps. So nice big inhale. You're going to lift that right leg up, and then exhale, alternate. Inhale. Exhale. Tapping the toes. Engaging the core. 2 more times. Last time. And release. Go ahead and swing those legs around. Coming back onto our belly. Or I should say on our hands and knees. We're going to go ahead and reach the left arm underneath and through. Planting the left ear down on the mat. And you can either leave your right hand here bent, just as it is, or walk the hand further out towards the top of the mat to deepen the stretch. Hold and breathe. Begin to walk that right hand back. Pressing up through the right hand, coming back into our tabletop. As you exhale, go ahead and bring the right arm underneath the left, twisting over to the left side of the mat. And either leave the hand there or walk the hand out. Continue to walk the hand back. You stretch that arm out. And then pressing through that left palm. Coming up into our tabletop. We're going to go ahead and step the knees back a step. And lower all the way down onto the mat. Bringing our chest to meet the floor. Taking and leaving the hands underneath the shoulders, pulling the elbows in by the sides. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, pressing up through the hands, cobra. Hold and breathe. Exhale, release. Pressing all the way up. We're going to swing those legs back around. I'm having you guys move all over the place. And go ahead and walk the legs out nice and wide. So once we bring our legs out nice and wide, wider than mat width apart, Again, bringing the hands to heart space center. Nice big inhale, lengthen all the way up through the spine. And then exhale, folding forward. Either bringing the hands down and just pausing there, or you can bring it down to the elbows. Or if you have the flexibility, just walking it all the way forward. Hold and breathe. Begin to walk it nice and gently back up out of your forward fold. And we're going to take and bring our hands to the outsides of the knees, underneath the knees, and just pull the legs in. Planting your feet down on the mat, bring the hands to the back of the legs and go ahead and gently lower all the way down. So lowering all the way down onto our backs. Releasing the hands down to the floor. Go ahead and press down through the feet and the hands, lifting the hips up towards the sky. Create a little bit of resistance between the legs by hugging them in towards each other, but not letting them touch. Hold and breathe. Exhale, gently releasing the hips back down to the ground. We're going to take our arms out nice and wide. And just windshield wiper the legs side to side. Walk the legs out nice and long, bringing the hands down by the sides, palms face up. And taking a nice big inhale through the nose as you exhale, gently relaxing the body down into the earth. Just allowing our body to soak up all the stuff we just did on our mat. Go ahead and pause the video if you'd like to stay in Shavasana a little bit longer. Whenever you're ready to come out, just start wiggling the fingers and the toes. And And begin to deepen the breath. Roll over onto your side, using your arm to support your head. And whenever you're ready, gently push yourself up to a comfortable seat. I hope you enjoyed today's class. Thank you for joining and sharing your practice with me. The light in me honors and sees the light in you.